Alright, so here's the package I have received from Clay and Dixie. They are people on YouTube who watch this channel. What's up? Big shout out to you guys. Thank you. This is the first package I've ever received from a YouTube subscriber. This used to be a thing. Do you guys, I don't know if this still happens. I don't really follow a lot of YouTube trends these days. But do you guys remember maybe 5 or 6 years ago, a lot of YouTubers would have P.O. boxes and you could send stuff in. I remember sending stuff into Cool Duder. Shout out to Cool Duder, Sean C. Phillips. I have no idea what's in this package. It was very lucky. I was at the studio, so he sent it there. It was perfect timing. But let me just get this knife here, and yeah, let's dive in and see what's in here. Just want to say again, thank you so much for sending this. This is more than I've ever asked from any subscriber. You guys are awesome. Let's see what they were so inclined to send old Hunter. Firstly, there is a letter. I guess I should read this on YouTube. Nice card here. Let's see what it says inside. Whoa, there's a check for 10 grand in here. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, happy 30th birthday. Clay and I love your vlogs. Hope you had a happy 4th of July. Dixie. Congratulations on turning 30. Keep making these vlogs. Good luck on the job hunt. Can't wait for the upcoming Dazzle Ships releases. Hope you had a great 4th of July. Clay. So that was very nice, you guys. Thank you so much. I will keep that card forever. I will also keep this part of it too forever. Alright, so we got some sweet newspapers here. I'm going to read those later. Oh, whoa. What is this? Alright, so right off the bat, there's oh, no way! So check this out. This is an album that I really like, and it's really kind of strange that I like this. It doesn't really fit when most people think of me, but I'm a huge Guns N' Roses fan, and I do not own Appetite for Destruction on cassette. I'm going to listen to this today. Thank you so much. This is a classic album, rock and roll. Got some great songs on here. This is classic. Thank you guys so much. This is going to go in the cassette collection. And then looks like we got a... What is this? This is a mug, and I don't think I've ever really talked about this on the YouTube channel, but I am a mug collector. Stephanie and I have this thing for mugs. This is a really funny one here. Bacon gives me a reason to get out of bed. Thank you so much for this mug. I'm going to put the cassette in there. Perfect fit. Let's see. There's a whole bunch. Whoa, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. What is this? Whoa! All right. So this is a Walkman here. This is, who makes this? I'm always really interested in brands and who makes things. This is just I've never heard of this brand before. Street Beat. Stereo cassette player. This is rad, dude. I'm going to totally use this. You know, this is interesting too that you sent this, because I have a lot of cassette stuff in the house. I don't have too many Walkmans, but the goal is that I try to listen to the stuff I make on as many different cassette players as possible, so I can kind of get a good ear of what the master will sound like on a lot of different things. So dude, thank you so much. This is a really cool unit. I'm going to put this on display with my stuff downstairs. Alright, now there's a whole bunch of other stuff. This is... Oh, no way. So check this out. This is a mini Sega Genesis. This is rad. So yeah, you can pop the games in there and everything. I don't actually own a Sega Genesis anymore, so I'm going to totally use this. Oh, this is crazy. It's got you can plug controllers in there and everything. Thanks, man. This is strangely a really heavy power supply. Crazy. All right, so that's gonna go there. Now what is? All right, so now we have some interesting stuff here. This is all right, we got some 7 inches here. The first one, Sharks from Mars, Friday Night. Sharks from Mars, Friday Night. I've never heard of this band before. I'm going to have to definitely check them out. If you guys want to check this band out, Sharks from Mars. I released a band called Shark Muffin. They should go on tour together. That'd be pretty cool. And this is a flexi disc here. I haven't seen one of these in a while. I'm a Boinger. Billy and the Boingers. I don't know who they are, but I'll have to put on... I haven't listened to a flexi disc in a while. You guys know about these? They used to put them in magazines and stuff like that. Pretty sweet. Now, and then this is a... whoa, cool. This is... Okay, so this is a Voodoo Donuts. You know, Voodoo Donuts, they have a record company, and this looks like it's one of their releases. This is limited to 1,000 copies, and this is pretty cool. I don't know who this band... The Donut Boys. It must have been some people who work at Voodoo Donuts, and they made an album together. But this is cool. I'm going to definitely listen to this too. Thanks, guys. Okay, so now, what is this? It's a pepperoni pizza package, and then inside there's a sweet pair of sunglasses, which I'm going to put on here. Cool. I got this sweet pepperoni case with these sweet pepperoni glasses. Mirror shades, too. This seems like the last thing to kind of get into here. And this is some pretty cool stuff. I've heard through Clay Miller that Dixie makes things, and I'm assuming that she made these. This is really cool. So we got this, and then, now, there's two of them here. Hold on. Blue and orange are my favorite colors, and this is going to keep me extremely warm during the cold Portland months. And it looks pretty awesome too. So I got these here, I got these glasses. Now I can listen to Appetite for Destruction. Hold on. Now I can listen to Appetite for Destruction when I'm going around, when it's cold and rainy. You know, pop in some Appetite for Destruction. Got that listening, and I can wear all this stuff. I can listen to this while drinking my bacon coffee. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for sending all this stuff. Again, was not expecting anything like this. This is incredible. You guys, thank you so much for sending this stuff. Since we're up here, I'm going to do Q&A as well. The first one is from Mr. Josh Fenn. What's up, Josh Fenn? How you doing, buddy? His question reads, my wife and I are moving to Portland from Detroit in a few months, and we are planning on ditching our cars. Will I be content living in Northwest with a bike and a TriMet pass? Now, let's talk about this, Josh Fenn. Are you sure you want to lose that car in such a beautiful, gigantic state that you got to travel hundreds of miles to get to cool locations? Are you sure that's what you want to do, buddy? Because if that's what you want to do, that's fine. Let's see, Northwest Portland, I would say you would be content in Northwest Portland with bikes and a TriMet pass, for sure. Northwest Portland is an ever-evolving part of town. There's so much stuff going on there. It's right there with Slabtown, the Pearl District. It's like currently being built up. Not having a car there is a good idea. Street parking sucks in Northwest Portland. So go forth, Josh Fenn. Go there, come here from Detroit, leave those cars, and have a blast. The second question is from Kalai 97. And your question, first off, hello, how you doing? I think you're a first-time question asker, so what's up? Your question is, how did Stephanie and I meet? That is a very good question. That's a very involved question. That's a very long question, so I will answer it as easily as possible. Stephanie and I met in New York City in winter of 2011. I think it was like December. And I had moved back to New York from LA that summer. And she was kind of moving to New York in December of that year, early January, December of that year. You know, when we first started hanging out, there was really no romantic aspect to it. It was really like, hey, Stephanie, do you want to come to one of my shows? And she would always come to my Universe shows. And it was like always nice. You know, we always had a nice time. A few months after hanging out and becoming friends, I had to move out of the loft I was living in. And she only lived a few blocks away. I think it was like a 10-minute walk. And so she gracefully offered me to move in with her. And the rest is history. Now we are two lovebirds in one pea pod. The next question is from Marco Paz. And his question is, what kind of camera do I use? Now this camera right here in front of me, I wish I could like show you guys at the same time. So this camera here, the one I'm pointing at, is a Nikon D5100. And that is the kind of camera I use. I like Nikons. I'm a Nikon guy. I've always been a Nikon guy since I was a teenager. I know that a lot of people use Canons these days. I know that Canons have more lens options and stuff like that, but I feel like I've invested so much time, so much energy into Nikon that I only use them now. And that's the camera right there. I hope that answered your question. The next one is from... Okay, so Clay, the guy who sent the package, the super cool guy, he has a few questions. The first one was, what was the pizza place in vlog number 226? That was Trifecta Annex. It was like it's in Pine Street Market. It's a really cool place. And the second question you had, is there any Dazzle Ships news coming? We have a bunch of albums coming out. The next one is coming out is an EP by the band Looms. That should be out in the next couple of weeks. Got to get going on that. The cassette should be here Monday, so I'll probably start production then. That's going to be a really cool release. The second question is, when will I start playing live shows again? That is such a good question. That's such a hard question for me to answer because there are just so many factors into why I'm not playing out live these days. The first one is this. Universe was always a solo project until I moved back to New York City. So 5 years of this project, it was just me. So I never really learned to be a band leader, like a good band leader. In New York City, Hector Fonson is the guy I just put out the album of. He helped me. He was playing bass in the band, and he really helped me sonically when I didn't know how to describe something or explain something. He was always there. So I feel like I don't have that sort of person in the band right now, and that's fine. I need to learn how to be a band leader if I want to have a live band. I have 3 gentlemen who are going to play in Universe's new incarnation of the live band, and I think, I really want to start rehearsing within the next few weeks. I just need to wait for one of the members to come back from tour, and then we are going to get into some stuff. Meantime, though, I'm just going to be focusing on getting all the parts ready for the bands to hear. The most important thing I need to tell these people, and the most important thing that I need to tell myself when working with them, is that Universe is not a rock band. And I keep getting in my head this thought because I'm getting a bass player, a drummer, a synthesizer player, a second guitarist, that it just sounds like rehearsing for a rock band in my brain. So I need to really just make it known that Universe is not primarily a rock group, and that's just important to me. I need to really tell people how the music should sound. But you guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you are having a wonderful weekend wherever you are. I'm gonna go listen to some Guns N' Roses.